Hello kids, welcome to Subhas's classes. I think it is unnecessary to introduce the subject chemistry. Funnily, we call it a history subject. Why? Because it is history of the chemical experiments of human civilization. It starts with chem, CHEM, symbolic of the chemical experiments that our scientists have done over the decades, over the years, over the millennia, and the recorded events, the data is the history. So simply like just listening to the stories of Akbar, stories of say Lord Clive, or stories of Napoleon, it is one such subject, an interesting subject, easy subject, which you can simply understand. So let us start with the alphabets A and B. In chemistry, acids and bases play a pivotal role, an important role. And what are they? Do you know what an acid is? Do you know what a base is? And how are they necessary for us? So let us start with acids. What are acids? We know there is a burning sensation when we are in contact with acids, and acids can burn the skin, it can kill the bacteria, and so many things can happen. But what actually acids are? Acids are some fluids that contain hydrogen ions and a non-metallic ion. So what is an ion? An ion is either a single atom or a group of atoms that carry a charge. Then atoms carrying a charge. Don't atoms carry charges? Yes, but atoms are electrically neutral, you know. Protons and electrons being equal in number, atoms become neutral. But when atoms lose an electron, an atom loses an electron for something, it becomes a positive ion. And when it gains an electron, it becomes an ion. So acids contain two kinds of ions. The positive ions are hydrogen ions, and the negative ions are some ions from the non-metals. So non-metallic ions and hydrogen ions make an acid. So how an acid is formed? There is a graphic design and there is a number of steps. In the first step, a non-metal is combusted. There is a combustion of non-metal. Then in the second step, it forms due to burning of non-metal in presence of oxygen. A non-metallic oxide is formed, and when you add water to it, if you make a sarbat of non-metallic oxide with water, then you do the hydrolysis and you get an acid. So an acid is formed due to hydrolysis of a non-metallic oxide, which is formed due to burning of a non-metal. As simple as that. So it involves two important processes: burning of a non-metal in presence of oxygen or combustion, and dissolution of the non-metallic oxide in water called dissolution. So combustion and dissolution of a non-metallic atom forms an acid. What should acid then contain? An acid should contain H plus ion from water and non-metallic ion from the metal. So here is an example. If we burn sulfur in presence of oxygen, it forms oxides like sulfur dioxide or sulfur trioxide. Say we are taking sulfur trioxide. If sulfur trioxide is hydrolyzed, then it forms sulfuric acid. You clearly know SO3 and H2O make H2SO4. So after studying this thing, let us go through the questions. What are acids? Acids are liquids, acids are fluids that contain H plus ions, and they provide those H plus ions in solution. Acids, suppose hydrochloric acid, it contains H plus ion and Cl minus ion, but whenever they are added to water or an aqueous solution is formed, when we make an aqueous solution, what is aqueous solution? When you add water to anything that is soluble in it, then it forms an aqueous solution. So in an aqueous solution of acid, we must find the H plus ion and a non-metallic ion. So for example, hydrochloric acid, it is an acid. It contains H plus and Cl minus ions. Since it contains only one atom of hydrogen, so it is called a monobasic acid. Monobasic acid is the acid that contains only a single hydrogen ion. You have seen dibasic acids. Dibasic acids are acids that contain two hydrogen ions. See the reaction. H2SO4 will give you 2H plus and a sulfate ion. Then what will be a tribasic acid? A tribasic acid must be Al2SO4 whole 3, which can give 2Al plus sorry, say H3PO4, so it will give you 3H plus and 1PO4 3 minus. This is a phosphate ion. So we can call them according to the number of hydrogen ions they contain. We can call them monobasic, dibasic and tribasic. So as a whole, acids are those liquids that contain H plus ions in solutions, and when we form an aqueous solution, this molecule of an acid is separated into ions. This is called ionization, and since acids contain these two ions, out of which one is a non-metallic ion, the other is a hydrogen ion, so they are dependent, their naming also depends on the number of hydrogen atoms. And acids can be classified as organic acids and inorganic acids. Hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, phosphoric acid, these are all inorganic acids because they are generally found in the nature. But amino acid, you must have learned in your biology, it's in our body, it is in the organic matter or organisms. So we can say that out of the inorganic acids, the acids which are more powerful, which are stronger acids, must contain more H plus ions, and weaker acids contain less hydrogen ions. And with this, I think we have introduced acids, and in the next video we shall be going to bases. If you ever like this video, then kindly have a view of it, share it, and try to subscribe my channel Subhas's classes. Thank you.